Joining us on the phone now is Tom Djokovic. He is the CEO of XsunX Incorporated. XSNX is their stock symbol. Tom, good to talk to you again.
Thanks for having me on, Don.
Well, Tom, I understand you're up in Santa Barbara, California. I would imagine you're working on a project up there. What's the latest?
Well, yeah, Don, you caught me out in the field here. We've been doing wide area marketing in Southern California, and we're getting customers all the way from as far north as Lompoc, about an hour north of Santa Barbara, all the way down to San Diego. So this happens to be a couple of projects, commercial buildings here in downtown Santa Ana, and we're up here doing some site analysis to send over to structural engineers for some custom design work. And it's great. You know, we're getting projects all over the place.
Well, you know, that is such a wide area that you're marketing into. For people who aren't familiar with California, you're basically talking about central California on the coast all the way down to the end of California, Southern California and San Diego. You must be getting a lot of attention from your marketing campaigns to have such a wide area.
It appears so. I mean, we're a little surprised at the response we got, and so much so that we actually backed down a little bit on some of the marketing as we're catching up with some of the response and the demand. But overall, it's pretty good. And along the coast, there happens to be quite a few cities with very aggressive incentive programs. And when you get the customers advised of that, you know, you educate them on it, they're pretty interested in installing the solar system. So we're excited. And, you know, there's nothing better than working along the coast.
Well, you're absolutely right. And I saw an interesting graphic this week on the internet where they showed the average amount of sunlight that they get in Germany versus the average amount of sunlight they get in Southern California. And yet Germany has a burgeoning solar industry, and that's really just starting to get rolling in California. I mean, you said it's one of the fastest growing anywhere, correct?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, California is a major market. But, you know, you mentioned Germany. Interesting statistic. I think it was a little over a year ago, close to a year and a half ago, Germany, the German electric grid actually experienced its first net positive production day where there was more power produced than consumed during a daytime PV production period. So that meant that literally the infrastructure they deployed, the solar infrastructure, it actually was producing more power than was being consumed by the entire German marketplace for a short period of time there. So it's quite significant, and they need that. You know, their dependency for energy on you know, the energy coming out of Russia, the gas and whatnot, is very critical. It makes them very subject to sanctions, things like that. Political games. So I think them investing in energy was very smart, and hopefully we just keep doing it here in the U.S. as well.
Well, of course, in Southern California, Tom, they closed one of the nuclear power plants in San Diego County, and subsequently electricity rates in Southern California have skyrocketed, in some cases by as much as 50%. So I would have to imagine when you're making your presentations to commercial accounts, you're falling on some very receptive ears.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you look at, I mean, right now, because of the closing of San Onofre, I think there's a scheduled 18% increase that they're looking for in utility rates. They're trying to get through the utility commission. So, you know, the electrical production is a good place, and we see clients who are paying through the nose for the electric rates, and they're about to go up. So this is something that virtually every business can take advantage of.
Once again, the company is XsunX Incorporated. XSNX is their stock symbol. Tom, thanks for checking in with us. Great update.